Alright, let's give this another shot. So we're running things again. This time I have 0% dropped frames so far, which is good. So, let's do one more traditional draft, then we'll switch over, traditional ranked, then I'll switch over to some drafting. So I go first, and 0% drop frames. Okay, isn't that weird when, like, nothing happens? So we'll do the usual here, banneret. Turn 2, I might pump it up or light up the stage. Let's pump it up. They're in green, but they're not ramping. Okay. Let's do it this way so we can light up the stage and get some more cards, because that's a huge mana flood. Okay. There we go, I guess. Another banneret. They're going to Merfolk. Fine, we can wreck that. It's a good old-fashioned fish fry. Oh, okay. So that's kind of adding up very well. My live stream settings look great. So we'll say drafting Dominaria. Help out the stream. So we'll say stream health is great. Praise the gods of Ammon Kit. Okay, we gotta rank up. Okay, that's nice. Let me do a little quick promotion right here. Let's mention to people on Discord to come and hang out. If you want to join the Discord, you can follow the link down at the bottom over there. So I'll say streaming right meow. Come and hang out. And then I'll mention it over here too in this other discussion. I'm streaming live right now. Come and hang out. Welcome in the chat there. I'm just finishing doing a little self-promotion, and we just won one. So let's continue on that. Okay, I got a diamond mare. That's a fun pony, and I'm gonna do ranked draft Dominaria. So, oh, actually, let's do this. So, starting the new season 2. I'm at gold 3. I just went into gold 3. I had made it up to platinum 3, so I went up to gold 3 now. Bronze 3. Not the lowest one, but not the best, just because I didn't go too far in draft. But let's get some draft here. Ooh, do we want an Evra? This one worked really cool. For someone, they got lots of life, because you exchange life. Is that a good bomb? Spiral... Memorial, Cavalry, Befuddle, Salvage. Let's go with a big ol' bomb creature. What about a Sarah Angel? Okay, are we gonna go with white? I want that Eviscerate, but let's see about getting another big Angel. What about Wrath? We can do a 3-3 with flying. What about some Azorius? Devenant Trapper, that'll be a 3-2. Untap something. We can do Divest. Artifact or creature. Let's go with that. I want that Divest, but we'll see. Jerome, hey, long time no see. Yes, exactly. It's been a little while. Thank you for joining. We've got a big crew there in the chat. Say hello, everyone. Sound off. Here's VM Campos in San Diego. What about a short sword? That'll give something +1/+1 permanently, as long as I equip it. If I'm doing Azorius, I could do a 3-4 Scry, or a 1-2 Disciple, flying first strike, historic. I'm liking both of these, that 1-1 for 2 flyer for strike, and the 3-4 but for 5 mana. Let's go with the big one. Let's see if we get that Disciple back. And we'll think about historic stuff. So I guess I'm going to go with Azorius. We have Dubstep over here. Give something +2/+2, first strike, and it's a knight. Or Sergeant 2-3. Hey, David from Colorado. How are you? How's the weather like for everyone at the moment? The generic question. Right now in sunny San Diego, it's a little gloomy. Sergeant at Arms is a 2-3. If you kick it, he creates more creatures. Let's go with a creature and see what happens with that. Invoke the Divine. Will we assume that they have stuff to invoke? I guess sideboard. And healing or Pardic, 5/5 trample for 6. I guess that's fine because it's an artifact. Charge, another warrior. Let's go with a charge. There's another charge. No one wants charges, huh? Nothing good here. We went back to the Divest. It's a sunny evening. Very nice. What time would it be anyway? I know when Mark visits from New Zealand, if I'm at 11 a.m., it's 6 a.m. for him. But Belgium time zone. What Greenwich Mean Time offset are you at, Jerome? And then Colorado, well, that's 2 hours ahead, right? No, that's mountain time. That's 1 hour ahead. So it's noon for you. Okay, I guess Healing Grace, prevent 3 damage, gain 3 life. Not loving it. Nothing great here. Nothing great here, and nothing great here. Okay. So, Merfolk Trickster, I love that. To do fun stuff. Another Sergeant, there's Bolus's Clutches. Take control of something, 6 mana. Let's see if it wheels. There's another Sphinx. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact. I haven't gotten any artifacts. Artifacts you have become 5/5s. 8:20 p.m. Okay. Aven Sentry. So I have to push for artifacts with that Antiquities War. Let's see if we can do that. This is supposed to have a lot of artifacts. So let's see what we get. Koilos. Vodalian Arcanist. Sure, that's a little bit of ramp right there. Sentinel, 3/3 flash. When it enters, you may exile target historic permanent you control. If you do, return it. So you blink something historic. Do we want to try to blink something historic? Or a unicorn for 2/2? Let's go with the higher end. I think this format's a little slow. And then here's a historic. Damping Sphere. If a land can't stay long, it's a work night. No problem. Just thank you for joining, and rooting things on, but here's what you can do before you leave, actually. We can say, visit my loots account, and just add a fun message, and that'll totally help out the stream as you go off and work. Anything good here? Okay, I guess we'll do a cold water snapper. Each spell a player costs 1 more to cast for each other spell. Nah, let's go with a big ol' critter, elephant, or shield, wand, or befuddle. Okay, let's grab the wand and see if the befuddle comes back. And then over here, another charge. We'll grab a construct, a healing, nothing, scholar, and prospect. Can you do it again? Yeah, it can be done more than once, no problem. It's just it's just a system that if you ever want to do shout outs or messages or whatever through that, it lets you. So that'd be cool. Tetsuko, do I have many things with only one to be unblockable? Maybe, or the disciple. Let's get that disciple or a servant. I kind of want that servant as well. Oh, there's a wizard's retort. Counter spell. Nah. Weight of memory. Draw 3 cards. Target player puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. Blessed Light. Exile target creature. Let's grab that. Ooh, Quende. Please get on my team. Adamant Will. Something gets indestructible. Actually, I want that servant. Sergeant, Tragic, Relic Runner, or Diligent. Whenever you cast a historic, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. Sure. A little bit of mill on that. Actually, let me do something else here. Got all of these screens to manage. And we'll put that over here. Anyway, okay, so Power Stone, no, Deep Freeze, I think that's gonna work, right? For some removal. Another Adamant Will, another Construct. Dubstep, Blood Tallow. I feel that tallow never really does anything for me. I think for other people it's amazing, but I don't know why it never works for me. Cute little Artificer's Assistant. Nothing here. Sphere, sure. Divest, and Bells and Locke's Blessing. Okay, everyone, that's cool. Let me just take a quick sip over here of my breakfast. You just did it. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, that really is totally appreciated. It helps out the stream. And, okay, let's do this. I'm going to put my cool new Kiora sleeves. Look at that. I just bought... This is one of the Japanese Planeswalker cards. I bought the Kiora sleeve, so we'll use that. And let's go through here. The things that are not in my colors. I feel that there were a few too many not in my colors. Actually, that wasn't so bad. It's too many charges, too many healing graces, the wand, the construct, Sarah Disciple, Excavator, Trickster, Arcanist. I'll slow down in a moment. Let me just absorb it all, and then we will see in detail. Invoke, Sergeant, Deep, Scholar, Quende, the War, Blessed Light, Angel, Sentinel, oh, and Final Parting, don't need that, and Evra, and the Snapper, and the Warrior. Okay, 47 cards. Let's see what this looks like. It's kind of on the high end. 20 creatures, 3.1. It's not so bad, but let's take out some of those creatures then. At the high end, do we want a 5/5 Trampler? Do we want a 4/5 Hexproof? Or do we want a 4/4 where we exchange life? Let's just do one big creature at the high end, and this one will do fun stuff. We want to exile maybe that Merfolk, yes, no. 3/4 flyer, yes. Flyer, yes. Wrath, Quende, Invoke, Dub. 2 Scholars, I guess not. Sergeant, 2 Constructs, nah. Sarah Disciple, Excavator, Vodalian, Voltaic, Damping. Maybe I'll take out the Damping. If a land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it produces 1 colorless instead of any other. Okay, I don't think anyone's going to really be using that. Let's see, something over here. Okay, the message. I think the message is about to come through in a moment. Thank you for that. Okay, 43 cards. We're at 2.9. Oh, there it goes. It's totally live right there. Look at that. That's amazing. We're seeing the brand new phone. That's kind of cool. It covers me up, but let me see that again on my live thing. The flagship gaming phone 2, $499. That's way more affordable than a lot of these other phones that are going for what, $900. Here's a dedicated gaming phone. I have not used it myself, but from what I'm seeing about it and checking the stats, seems like a cool phone. So for a limited time, scored $300 off the Razer Phone 2. So regular priced, $800. Get the ultimate flagship phone. So sponsored message there. Thank you for that. Check that out if it's valuable to you. So 43. Each spell a player costs 1 more to cast each other spell that cast this turn. Let's give it a shot. It kind of seems fun. I want that. Construct. Let's charge. Nah, actually. Healing Grace. Nah. The Sorcerer's Wand. That's fun. The Excavator. Merfolk. I hardly ever go to exactly 40 cards. I can never decide down to 40 cards. So I still sort of feel maybe the Damping Sphere. Invoke the Divine. You never know. I think this is an artifact heavy deck, so let's go with this. So here's our draft deck. That avatar is our... Let's go here. Let's draft. Wish me luck. Okay, Zero Fist. There's the Sphere, so now I have to decide between the Sphere or the Servant. Well... I guess I'm going to do the Sphere. I think that'll slow things down. I have a 2/2 with first strike. Okay, well... Let's dampen things a little bit. Each spell a player casts. Okay, so that affects me too. So again, I don't know, do I really want that? Getting pretty aggro here, so what do we want to do? Let's come in with this blocker, which untaps itself. Maybe I'll ping a little bit of damage. but they'll probably have a... They took the charge, I'm sure. Okay, well, let's see if we can get something going on with Raph. Okay, so, 4 mana in total. Let's see about our merfolk trickster to take out that bird. Actually, as long as it's your turn, equipped creature has first strike. So this still has first strike, doesn't it? Yeah, that was dumb. This is not going to work. Oh, actually, this is going to work. So they're stuck on 3 lands. I've got 4 lands. There's their 4th land. I got my Damping Sphere, which I really don't think is going to be that great. I might cut it. But of course, they're going to have an Invoke the Divine. Let's see how far we can go here. Okay, there's my land. Great. Do we need that? I don't really think we need that shield. Okay, next turn, I guess Quende. He is a double striker. I don't think I have any other first strike. Yeah, I have a Sarah's Disciple, so that would get a double strike as well. Let's wait for this shield, because then I can toughen up Raph. I'm very... I'm at 5 life, so that's not great. Oh, actually, I put the shield at the end. Never mind. Okay, is there any value to blinking something historic? Yeah, I'm not quite seeing what to do here. I think it's too... My life is way too low, and they have those first strikers, 3/1 first strike. I don't know if I have... Yeah, I have the Divine Light, or whatever that's called. I can get rid of that 3/1 first strike. But let's see if we make it. So any advice there in the chat? What do you think we're up to here? I may cast historic spells as if they had flash. Okay, remember that. They're also stuck on lands and trying to figure things out. I guess I've got to... There's no point to flashing that in or that, so... Okay, so I'll just kind of build up. Let's just go for it all. Let's see what happens. So that's... They have their lance. I'm gonna put it on a flyer, which is fine. I have a blocker. If only I could make Quende fly. Okay, nothing interesting. So I'm going to lose something, probably Wrath. If Quende is not blocked, that's 4 damage. All right, great. Alright, let's go to the next one, see what we get. I don't know how I feel about that sphere. Was it really helping? It was affecting us both. And there it is again. So, it was affecting us both, so I'm kind of wondering about it, but I guess because I go first, maybe it's more valuable if I go first. Man, baby for life. That seems a little bit more like an insult, maybe? So I'll just tap out their Trickster. I mean, tap out their Excavation. So they have some sort of instant... That's fine if you counter that. So they have another double blue. They have a Trickster, I bet. No, I bet they have the Blink of an Eye. Let's see if we can get our Sentinel. Let's just get rid of that. That's gonna get crazy. Alright, so it was an opt that was tormenting me. So I should have kept my land in hand just to bluff them, but nope, they're going to... So we got a Prince Vegeta. So I'm finally getting my Sarah Disciple out and dubstep on it. So if that construct dies, it'll make that goblin a 3/3. Okay, so I have some defense here. Now, I'm never going to be able to kick that. So they're going to switch that equipment to the other one so that... Alright, next turn I can bring out my Sarah Angel. This goblin is nice in a kicker deck. Yeah, definitely. I just feel that I thought I drafted okay things, but I'm not feeling it so far. Let's see if good old Sarah Angel can help. With my luck, they're gonna have a Sure Strike or something. If they attack, most likely they have a combat trick. Okay, they didn't attack. Okay, let's... And then, of course, I tapped out on that. I kind of forgot that a 4/4 with flyer with vigilance is kind of amazing. Okay, I guess the tide has turned. I think on this particular match, things will be okay. Four, five, six, 7 damage in total. I can live with that, but nope, they have their final combat trick, just like I said. This is gonna be the +3/+0, I bet. Oh, it's the +1. Okay. Right, there we go. So the Sarah Disciple plus the Sarah Angel teaming up together to overwhelm the opponent. Finally, is that the first win? And we get a Dagger Caster. That's a really good card, actually. I like that one. 1 damage to everything. Yep, there's our first win. Okay, well, Let's play a little bit more. Caspar Crow. Any relation to Stormcrow? Okay, I get to go first. I have my disciple. Let's go with a creature. I think it slows me down also to have that damping sphere. If I have first strike, I can take out those sapperlings. I hope. How do you get all those all this golden gems? There was there were a few weeks, I guess, that I didn't do drafting. I just won games and didn't cash them in. I haven't bought any booster packs. I felt like I haven't had to buy any boosters and stuff at the moment. I've just been kind of saving it. And then the gems, I only get them from playing in the limited, so... Uh-oh, Garna is very good. How am I going to deal with Garna? I mean, Radha. Grand Warlord Radha. She has haste. She makes mana. Okay, so that was a lot of mana to create, but it didn't do too much. Okay, well... I can make a 3/3 first strike. A flying 3/3 first strike. So I'm stuck on 3 lands. That's bad. Maybe that damping sphere helped me because they cast Radha. They got mana, but then they had the damping sphere dampening them, so... That has haste as well. Okay, everyone got the haste creatures, huh? Stuck on gold here, don't have gems, don't want to put money on the game. Yeah, I wouldn't put it on... I wouldn't put it because if you grind, you know, if you do your daily quests and such, you can if you do your daily quests, you can get your gold. So they have 5 mana plus the mana producer, Grand Warlord Radha. And yep, it's that sphere that is maybe helping. Okay, there's a 5/4. So they probably have some cool instants that my sphere is damping, so I guess that's a good match for this. Yeah, if you spend the gold on boosters, if you're trying to build a deck, then you'll need to get those boosters, yeah. But usually, if you play the whole week's worth of quests, you can get 5,000, and then that's how I started. That I was getting the I was getting 5,000 per week, and then starting to do some of these drafts, and that would add up to gems, and then gems can give you other things. So it is a bit of a racket. I just know they're about to equip or do instant on something. I could do so much. Yeah, I guess this is game over. Because I can't block that 5/4 no matter what, and then I have 1 life. So yeah, today wasn't a very good draft. Just one win. Guess I'm rusty with Dominaria, but let's see what we got here. So wild card and Joyra. Okay, well, let's play a little bit on the ladder. Actually, I already got all the wins, but let's do a popper match over here. Have you been trying out the popper event? Yeah, sometimes it feels like it's a lot of effort, but you know, it's a free game in theory. And they try to jazz it up with like this popper event. You're saying you will never play on draft, or okay, so I've been seeing people do this little grazer very, very well. Just making it bigger and bigger. Dante Dio 1. So this is a black and white popper vampire deck, and it's fun. It does fun things. It's not super powerful, but I managed to win the well, I switched between 2 decks, but I managed to win the the Popper event eventually with it. Oh, you've never done draft? Yeah, it's totally different. When I first started to do draft, I had never done draft in real life. And then I started to do draft here in Arena just to sort of... I bet they have another giant growth. So anyway, my very first drafts are pretty bad, and just practice. It is a completely different mentality. You're making a deck on the spot. So I think they're gonna go for the old giant growth trick again. So even though they have 5 green mana, they're getting stuck on something. Root Snare, I'm so sure. So this is either another giant growth or a root snare, probably a root snare. So I've got a pretty good wall of defenses here. I bet they still have another root snare. They have an elf. Okay, elf on the shelf. This is either a root snare or a giant growth. It's a giant growth. At least I got it out of their hand. Let's go for it. This is probably another root snare. Okay, they spent a titanic growth on that. Fine. So I don't think they can do 17 damage. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11, which is not 17. Okay. Well, again, I've already claimed all of the rewards on this, but, you know, I usually try to stream for an hour, so let's go on the ladder. Let's play a little bit on the ladder. Oops. What did I didn't really even see what I did. I want to go on the ladder. Sorry for taking Jake Seattle's time here. I want to go on the ladder because I need to redo my... I need to climb again. So let's see if another Goblin Rage match will go. Hey, I think I battled this person recently. I kind of remember that name. I go first. Well, this is a terrible hand, but we'll see. I forgot to change the sleeves for this deck. So obviously they're gonna do that. Yep. Yeah, this is the person that I've battled before, so I don't remember how it turned out. And so far it's turning out bad for me because I have no lands. You can't play Magic with no lands. So here comes a Cry of the Carnarium. It's gonna set me back. Okay, we will see here, of course.
Lies beyond vision.
Yeah, this is game over for me. My deck just started off so slow, so let's do the next round. They have all their mana, all their planeswalkers and everything, so this is the algorithm saying like, oh, you're playing a red deck, let's punish you. Now mine's not the same red deck that everyone else is playing, mine's goblin based. So now we get 0 lands. So I am, of course, going to get turn 1 divested. Oh, interesting. So even 3 cards deep, there's nothing to do, and no more lands again. Okay, so then I get a mana flood right there. Nice.
I am one again. I will return. Witness a mote of my power. existence.
Okay, so they have a ton of mana and a ton of cards. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off.
I know more than you could learn in 1,000 lifetimes. The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
So they didn't defend their Ugin, so I'm sure they've got something amazing coming up, which is Cry of the Carnarium. Okay, well, time to go to finish up on a sour note with the terrible algorithm that just didn't want to cooperate. I'm going to wrap it up at that point. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Hopefully you saw some fun stuff in the draft and elsewhere. And say wrapping up. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back at the 11 p.m. stream. So everyone have a good day, and I'll see you then.